I'll be one.
Wait, who
What's
are
your
you?
name?
It's Dylan Weed.
PD?
Not on the TD at the minute.
No,
You're for injury.
I
Weed,
wasn't in the car.
W-H-E-E-D.
I don't know. I really don't know that.
You're supposed to be a
Ask
fucking officer.
Pickles.
You should
I know,
know.
but I don't know
I
that.
can't ask
Ask
Pickle. He's gone
Pickles.
in the back. Do you want me to become a jury?
You can do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all?
Good morning.
Yeah, we're all
Not
good.
too bad, thank you. Just a bit of overtime here. Now we're here for the case of Rico versus the Lunar City
What?
Police Force. Is that correct?
That is correct, mate.
That is correct. Perfect. So this case revolves around diligence from the police force failing to do their job and general misconduct. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, if we could get started then with the prosecution, please. But first of all, I would just like to get the jury to swear in first, please. So if I could have the first jury member in the white shirt and then following down then, just standing up and giving your name and then swearing that you will tell the truth and nothing but the truth and your verdict, okay, will be final. And your name, please?
My name is Dylan Weed. I swear to tell the
Perfect.
truth and nothing but the truth. Give a correct verdict, yep.
Perfect, thank you. You may sit.
My name is Frankie Williams. I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Chris Amori. I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and to give a correct verdict.
Thank you very much, jury. You are now all sworn in. Now, if we could start, okay, with the prosecution, please. You may come up to the stand here. Yeah. There's a Bible there if you wish to swear on that, or if you'd like any other religious book, let me know. This is the part where you deliver your prosecution statement.
I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. Don't really care about the Bible, to be honest, so not going to read it.
There we are,
Okay, so we'll get started here. So obviously, the police department here, we've obviously brought them to court today because a lot of negligence and stuff, etc., such as not reading sections before certain, which would obviously mean that they don't know what they're doing. A lot of ramming from police departments, so dangerous driving from one of their officers. We've also got a couple of other things, such as obviously the use of force was not correct. A couple of people were shot due to the fact of their lack of training. Multiple people over here have been shot because of that. The police department clearly don't know what they're doing, and they've obviously a lot of emotional stresses had to go on these two. Obviously, Jake over there, he has had to go under a lot of physical and mental therapy to obviously get back from the shot wounds, etc., and stuff like that. Obviously, it's quite a bad case on the police.
Is that all for your opening statement? Thank you.
Yes, mate.
Perfect. Now, first of all, then, if I can call Rico to the stand, please.
I swear on the Bible.
Yeah, we can hear you now, mate. We
Yeah,
can hear you
fucking
now.
hell, I'm a bit
Fucking hell.
loud.
Perfect. Yeah, so your solicitor now, okay, we'll just ask you a couple of questions. You will answer them as honest as you can.
Yep.
Just so obviously the jury can have a little rough idea of the events that are unfolded. And obviously, jury, if you were unfamiliar with any questions or you need anything repeated, after he's finished, just let us know and we'll get back to them for you, okay?
Okay. Mr. Jake Smith, how much money have you currently obviously spent on, you know, all the physical and mental therapy you've had to undergo because of this group of people over here with just obviously you've got a lot of scars from this, you know, it's impacted you quite a lot in your life, and obviously can you explain to me a bit more?
Yeah, so I've actually got a scar on the back of my head from a bullet. That I had to go get surgery on that. That costs well over around 15 grand just to do everything there, because I had to fly over to somewhere else to do it because medical care couldn't do it for me here, so it wasn't free. So it costs a lot of money. Also been hit with a baton a bunch of times. Got scars all over my body. Also, I cannot walk properly anymore because I've been tased that many times in my back. And it's just appalling, I think.
Obviously, we know the current situations that you're also having to undergo again some more physio, because obviously we've just received more evidence about a couple of days ago off of the police department, him running in cuffs Fury. That is cuffs. He's running in cuffs, and they've decided to hit him around the head with their baton, a metal bat that they all carry. They could have gone for their taser. They could have gone for their pepper spray. They could have gone for all these other options, but they decide to hit him around the head with a metal bat. I mean, the negligence is that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
gotta be,
whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening?
Please,
Please carry on.
Okay, thank you.
And obviously, earlier this week, me and Jake here were talking about the case, and an officer, who we believe is no longer part of the police force, but obviously
going on
was
out
not
there?
terminated. He was the GCO1 before, obviously, the new one took over.
Do I need to
He
come out
tried
there and
to
deal with it?
ram his vehicle, causing him multiple, obviously, cases of whiplash. I have currently just recovered from my whiplash. He hasn't. He's still got some whiplash from that incident. And it is unbelievable to see this police, and it's unbelievable this is even happening. It's dangerous driving, it's careless driving, and he's endangering, and they're endangering the public as a whole. So obviously, the jury, I think you need to understand here that they are completely negligent. Their training is off by a lot, clearly, because all they are is trigger happy, and they just escalate in the wrong ways. Anyway, we'll get some more questions here. Did you or did you not get tased by an officer after you were stabbed multiple times?
I did.
And obviously, they did cause a lot of more pain towards Jake here, and as you can see, he does have some back problems now due to the fact of him being tased in the back so many times, and when he's obviously been stabbed multiple times, he's getting tased by officers. It's just so badly trained with the police department. They just don't know how to train themselves. They just don't know how to regulate themselves. It's unbelievable.
Is that all your questions?
Yeah.
Perfect. You may take a seat now, and now I'm going to invite the police force now to cross-examine. Okay, there we are. If I could just get you to state your name, please, sir.
James Shaw,
Perfect, James Shaw. Now, do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
of course.
If you would like to continue, then please.
Okay, Mr. Rico, what's your last name again for me?
Jake Smith.
it's Jake.
Jake Smith. Sorry.
Stop
Yeah.
victimizing me.
Apologies, Mr. Smith. So you say you've had medical or injuries sustained by the police force, correct?
That is true. That is correct.
Have those medical
Guys,
files or
Ava
the
and
if you went private,
Jack,
would those
if you
receipt
need,
transactions
if they've been too
have they been
douchey,
provided
let
to
me
the
know
court
and
as
I'll
evidence?
handle it, because that's mainly what I'm here for.
Okay.
I know if they're causing too much of a
Obviously, you've
nuisance, let me
explained
know and
that
I'll deal with it, because that's mainly
you
what I'm here.
were tased multiple times after being stabbed by by an offender.
No problem.
Obviously, we apologise about the stabbing. However, if you were tased once, why would you not surrender yourself to the police force and allow for
I
the
tried
fair
to.
course of justice?
I tried to speak, but I couldn't speak because I was that injured. I was midway through putting my hands up, just standing up. I was folding again, and I got tased multiple more times.
In the evidence that I have reviewed and will be available to the court shortly, I assume, in that evidence, when you yourself was stabbed, you started running to your car after you were tased. There was no intent to surrender to police at all. Is that correct?
Listen, in that instance, I do understand where you're coming from. But if there's an offender after me, wanting me dead or something like that, of course I'm scared, I'm fearing for my life. I want to get out of there as fast as I can. Because before, police have offered me, protection, and it hasn't really worked. So I don't really trust in the police department here. So that's why I fear for my life and I want to get out of the situation.
However, Mr. Smith, my question was, you didn't have intent to surrender to police after you've just said that you did, which is perjuring yourself in front of the court.
No, I did, but not in that situation right there.
The situation I asked about, Mr. Smith, was if you had intent to surrender yourself to the police officers who had tased you. You said I was in the middle of putting my hands up, a direct quote from yourself, and the evidence shows contrary to that. It shows you running to your car after getting tased and before getting tased as well.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to strike that testimony from his record of that he was attempting to surrender to police under perjury of himself.
Noted. Yep, that's correct. That's fine.
Perfect. Again, you've said you've suffered multiple trauma. In the evidence shown to us from the evidence that was provided, you do none of those body-worn video or mobile phone recordings show any shots fired towards the head of a civilian.
Well, I think you're incorrect, mate. There's currently, if you just come a bit closer, mate. If you just come a bit closer, you can see you can see a little wound on the back of my head there, and it's that is a bullet hole right there, mate. That is currently being treated.
I can see a wound that I do not know what that wound was inflicted by. I have your testimony. However, I cannot confirm what that wound was inflicted by, especially as the evidence shown to the court shows that no firearms were discharged in the evidence that is being provided to us. So again, I would like to. One sec. I'm just speaking to the judge right now. Your Honor, I would like to strike that testimony from the record as well, due to no relevance.
I mean, I've got the evidence myself.
Do you not believe that it is relevant to the case, though?
The relevance is not to the case. It is due to the fact that there's no evidence that has been provided, so that testimony was not relevant.
Well,
Okay, I have evidence. The bullet in the back of my head, mate.
If you just be quiet a second, please. At the minute, no evidence has been asked for. The evidence will be following there. If there is no evidence following that, then you have the option then to ask for that to be removed.
So my objection will be noted.
And if need be, then we will accept your request. Okay.
Of course. Okay. Other than that, I have no further questions.
Okay, if you have a seat.
Judge, the evidence has been sent through to your...
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. First of all, okay, I would just
Spear,
like
what's going on out
the
there?
solicitor for the prosecution to come to the stand, please. I'd
Spear.
like you to present to the court, please, to the jury in particular, the evidence that you have.
Right, jury. If you go in your emails and you go to events, I'm going to post all the relevant proof. Just going through now.
There we are, jury. If you check your document slips right in front of you, we should be able to see a pack in there will be all your evidence, okay? So if you just like to talk to the jury, talk them through what evidence you've got.
Okay, so the evidence just provided in front of you is the gunshot wound that has been inflicted on Mr. Jake Smith over here. It is a gunshot that should have never been shot. It caused him so much trauma, he can barely even walk, and he's just started learning to walk as we speak. It is relevant and completely relevant to this case. It is one of the whole
where is
reasons.
this evidence? The defense has not been provided with this evidence.
I cannot see that in the evidence myself.
Yeah, objection.
Objection noted, that's fine.
Move to strike that evidence from the record.
Do you need time to gather more evidence, prosecution?
Yeah, this is new to the defense. Would the defense be allowed time to deliberate this evidence?
If you would like to adjourn,
The defense would, as this has just been added by the prosecution in the middle of the court case, and the defense has not had time to review this, it is within due process that we are allowed to review.
if we adjourn the court for 5 minutes, if we come back in here in 5 minutes.
Should we go have our little jury chat?
Alright, so what do you guys think?
It's not looking good for PD, I'll be honest.
This is the thing, see, so the prosecution
The
have put
thing is,
together
you
a
say he
good...
got shot in the face though, but he said he got shot in the back of the head.
It's really not looking good for PD, let's be honest, lad.
Also, it'd be worth probably finding out if the police officers are current for all their competencies.
They have all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
certificates.
Right, if there's nothing else to add, I'm going to go and take a seat.
Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. The defence is happy to continue with the court case. Jury members, I will ask you, okay?
The defense moved to strike due to bias.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now. So, jury, you are to disregard the information that was previously told you, as that evidence, okay, is irrelevant of the actual case itself. So that would be that's irrelevant to the case. So when it comes down to deliberate, do not take that into account, okay?
I moved.
We can do
lawyers and the judge, if we speak in your quarters.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, that's absolutely Gentlemen, fine. Sorry for the delay, and I appreciate your patience. I've had a chat, okay, with the prosecution and the defence, and the defence have decided to apply for a retrial due to the newfound evidence from the prosecution side. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for a retrial, and we're going to schedule that in, okay, for tomorrow night. Thank you very much, jury. You were free to leave.
Yeah.
And so is everyone else.